There we go. Apparently, maybe now we're back.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Okay. There we go. We were momentarily offline. So people missed the recap, but they can watch it on YouTube. So the altar that you have found, seen signs of some recent use. And in another portion of the ruins, there was a partially crumbled statue to some monstrous being with like its chest flayed open and the skin flaps attached to the arms by hooks in a weird sort of flying squirrel-esque Patasia-like system. But the pedestal to that statue moves, kind of pivots, opening up a trap door into darkness below. And that is where we left off.
Don't forget, we found a nice hat, a fine hat.
You did. You found a very nice hat.
Very important.
Probably the most expensive thing you guys have yet found.
19 silver, you said it's worth.
Chris,
silver was a long way back at the base.
Oh, sure does. Was there a couple skeletons or something here?
There were, there were some skeletons in the bushes where the plant had eaten people, basically. Absorbed their blood, and then, the time in the jungle has basically rotted away the flesh.
Yeah, I think that Chesty is go to take a little look at that.
Okay.
Just to see what he could see. A little bit of a daze, not really paying attention to where he's going.
So they're definitely humanoid. Probably a little bit shorter than most humans, probably in like the 5-foot range. No sign of any gear or anything on them. They've obviously been stripped. Judging by the fact that the skeletons are still intact, they were probably stripped while they were still corpses as opposed to skeletons.
Okay.
But I guess we will turn the spotlight over to you guys to decide what you would like to do.
Let's take a look and see how damaged we are. Because I think I'm okay. I have 1 willpower and no physical damage. You guys all right?
I've lost one of my 2 agility attributes. Otherwise, I think I'm okay.
I'm not terrific. My strength and agility have taken a bit of a beating, given the fine thing that wrapped around my ankle. Going anywhere fast.
So, do you want to rest up before we go go further, or?
I think that'd be a better idea than anything else.
All right.
Yeah, maybe we should rest up and then we can go explore whatever's underneath that statue.
Do you want to do that here, or do you want to do that back at the base, back at the cave?
On the one hand, we're already here. On the other hand, the base would be safer, probably.
As they're talking, Trusty's just kind of standing where those skeletons are lying and just blankly staring at them. Head's down a little low. Head cocked to one side a little bit.
Oktai? Is your little buddy okay?
He'll be fine. It's traumatic. Fighting things.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have a roof and walls Oh,
We
that
can go
little
back to the cave.
fucking squirrel. Yeah, I'd still rather have a roof and walls. Get a good night's rest.
We can come back tomorrow.
And then we're gonna check out what's down under. Maybe we can make some more torches before we go down there. I've got some, but more might be a good idea. I don't like the idea of being in the dark.
Neither do I.
Shh.
I don't mind the dark.
Yeah, but you're,
I know, but it's tough being this brave as a little guy, but
That wasn't exactly where I was going with it, but
I know, but
sure.
I know you look at me, you just don't want to put me in danger. I understand. We should get a rest. Let's get everybody up to fighting spirit and fit and fiddle and fed and rested, and then we'll head down and see what wealth we can find in these tunnels.
Fed sounds good too.
Sounds like a plan.
Alrighty. So you kind of pack up, kind of making a note as to where this is. One of the advantages to doing lead the way is you kind of mentally map where something is, so you don't have to roll lead the way if you're going someplace where you've already been. So with that being said, are you guys taking the straight path back to the cave, or are you wandering?
I actually carry paper and writing supplies so I can sketch and make maps and all that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we can get around. I would think straight there because we want to rest up before we get into another combat situation.
Yeah, I agree.
What time of day is it, Chris?
Right now it's early afternoon.
So evening by the time we get back, and then we gotta sleep.
Yep.
Then we gotta prep, and then we gotta head back out.
Yep.
I love this game. So much resource management, but it's super simple, so it's fun.
Till somebody gets hurt. Or we run into a fucking squirrel. So bitter.
All right. So you guys pick up, make your way back to the cave. It's relatively slow going just due to the denseness of the forest, of the vaguely jungle-like area. But you do manage to pick your way back to the cave. It is just as you left it. Kogan is standing guard, and at first you don't see him, and then he kind of steps out of the bushes in your path to
Jeez.
when he sees you guys.
It's a good way to get smacked.
Is he slowly
worse.
eating a bag of chips?
Well, he's munching on some leftover owlbear. You know, when you're kind of like nibbling on like the last kind of vaguely gristly parts of the wings.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a Guardians of the Galaxy moment there.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh. So, did you find anything?
Yeah, we found a what looks like the ruins of a temple, or what's left of it, the foundation of it. Although it looks like it might go underground because we found what looks like an entranceway. So we're thinking of checking it out tomorrow after we've rested up.
I can go with you if you need an extra set of hands.
Might be a good idea. I mean, we fought carnivorous plants. Who knows what else we're gonna fight or have to fight?
Yeah, we have a party member we can leave to guard the cave while we're away.
Okay. Oh, I'll go with you then. But I'm gonna get some sleep now.
Great idea.
If it's nighttime, I will take first that watch. I'll take the night watch.
Okay. So it is technically evening and not night. So, but it is still dark because it's spring in the jungle.
All right. Well, I can take 2 watches when it's if 2 of them are dark, and then I'll sleep before we take off.
Okay. Ready?
We got to do our things.
Yep. Well, what else would folks like to do?
Do.
Do we have how much food do we have? I don't have much. Um.
We all should have a fair bit of food.
I'm at a D6.
I have a D10.
I'm D8.
Well, I'll have something to eat and go to bed so I can heal up.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have to roll your food die because you've already eaten this day, but you can definitely
Okay.
have a bedtime snack.
Can I look around the cave for that good little squirrel
You sure can.
before I
Oh, mighty
before I
hunter.
go to bed? Mighty hunter, thanks. Yeah, keep that in mind. Yes, I will look around the cave for that little bastard. Got it in my backpack. So yeah, Desi will wander around the cave, kind of grumbling to herself, trying to spot it.
Okay. Yeah, that's not hard to spot. He's there watching you. Kind of chitters at you.
Come here, little bastard.
What's an animal handling? Is there any way I can tame this thing?
Somebody can whoever's trying to interact with it can give me an animal handling test.
And oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll give you one.
Probably doesn't start with "Come here, you little bastard."
Probably
No.
not.
I'll pull out some dried fruit from
I figure
my
it doesn't speak English or
rations.
standard or whatever it is we're speaking.
I'll pull some dried fruit out of my rations, try to feed it, and say, "Hey, try to make friends with it. I could use a new mascot, a pet."
Okay.
Desi is looking at Cuddy so disgusted. Carefully bites.
That's 1 success and 1, I guess.
Well, you only have to worry about the ones if you push. So yeah, it'll come over. Kind of takes the dried fruit.
You want to keep me company when I'm standing guard tonight, buddy? What's your name? You look like a Lucius.
And it scampers up one of the walls, sits there like munching on the dried fruit, just watching.
All right, I'll put a couple of pieces, maybe a couple of nuts beside me, and I'll park myself where I would normally be watching the entrance and so on. And just kind of calmly and conversationally chatter with it.
Okay. Yeah, it watches everybody else, but it kind of like death glares Desi.
Desi's death glaring back. Keep it away from my pack.
Hey, am I my squirrel's keeper?
Yes. Keep it away from my pack or the deal's off.
Now we're all friends here.
I am
Lucius
not.
and Lucius and Desi, you're just going to have to learn to get along. You don't have to like each other, but for the sake of the party, we're going to have to all get along. It's life and
Oh,
death
boy.
out here.
I'm never gonna get rid of it. It's been given a name.
Just so that I will rename the token.
Spectacular.
Lucius the Squirrel.
His friends call him Luke.
You mean you?
We're not that close yet. Let's wait till we see if he hangs out.
Definitely not me.
Yeah.
Crumple, crumple.
All right.
His enemies call him that damn squirrel.
Yes, I do.
I thought it was a little bastard.
Well, I prefer Little Bastard.
I
I don't care what he prefers.
All right.
You both be right.
So Caldia and Lucius kind of take up a guard post. What is everybody else doing for the evening?
For the evening, I'm going to attempt to craft torches.
Okay. Do you have wood?
I have 1 wood. I think I only need 1 wood.
You do.
And it doesn't look like there's any talents I need.
Nope. You just need a knife or an axe.
And I have a knife and an axe.
Yep. Okay.
So that's just a craft roll.
It is.
So many games to remember. I mean, I'm not complaining. That's good.
I mean, thankfully, for the most part, I can run this and Conan and 5e without really looking at a book.
Oh, that's a lot of successes.
Nice, yeah. It takes you the evening, but you do manage to put together some torches. Essentially, whoever takes these torches will increase their torch resource die by 1.
So is that 3 dices?
No,
Dice?
it's 1.
I will take them because I have no torches.
Good plan.
And I gathered the wood. And I made the torches. So. And now I'm encumbered. Oh God!
Maybe if you are carrying somebody's severed heads and hands.
Well, okay, I'll get rid of some hands.
Just hang them up in here. What are they gonna do? Walk away?
Skitter away.
All right. What are Desi and Ryzen doing during this quarter day, during the evening?
Are we able to spend XP right now?
You can if you rest. Yes.
How much does it cost to increase my hammer fighter from 1 to 2?
6.
Oh, I got the XP. I'll do that.
Okay, perfect. And because you already have the talent, you don't have to take any time practicing or anything.
Sweet. Right. So now it's rank 2. Sweet.
Yep.
Oh, I used my wood, so no, I'm okay. I can keep my hands.
And it's 5 to buy a skill if it's 0 to 1?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm learning.
Yep. No
All right.
problem. And yes, so the level 2 of hammer fighting, and it applies to any blunt weapon. So your club, a hammer, a mace, a flail, a staff, technically your fists. And the level 2 means if you hit somebody. Yeah. So if you hit somebody, even if they soak everything with their armor, you will still inflict at least 1 point of damage.
Yeah, that's why I took it.
Yeah. So the level 2 fighting talents are pretty, like, that's when you start getting like weird shit. All right.
Is that what it's called? Is that the technical term?
It is the technical term.
I'm looking to see if I would like to increase something.
Well, while she's looking,
I think I will. Rank 2 of Brawler would cost me 6.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that to get that +1 for all parries.
What would it cost to? I think we talked about this last time, but I didn't update a sheet. Marksmanship from 0 to 1.
Would be 5.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you need to rest, which means you won't be able to watch. So you can spend XP like during your sleep cycle in the morning.
All right, I'll do that. And I believe that I think we already agreed that I already did it last session because I did hit that thing and we did rest.
Exactly. Yeah, in order to buy a skill, you have to have successfully used the skill during the session, and because it happened right at the end, we said it'll count.
Right. So, and I didn't update the sheet. So there we go. Done.
Perfect.
Now my sling actually works.
There you go. All right. So Desi and Ryzen are probably sleeping because they need to rest to spend the XP. Kogan is sleeping. Trustius is making torches, and I will get Caldy to give me a scouting roll for keeping watch.
Do I need to do something to update Brawler on my sheet? So that it automatically does the +1 on parries?
It should come up. Let me see.
The hell of a scouting roll, Caldy.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to re-roll that.
No, you want rank 2 of Defender. Rank 2 of Brawler is you can headbutt somebody as a fast action.
Oh, yes, I do.
Chris, can we have Okatai do something, or are we just pretending he's not here?
He was specifically going to start working on getting some of the dark wood and start working on crafting a spear, I believe he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do I have to add anything in the roll modifiers? Or are you doing that?
Got it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. So now when you click on parry, you should see a little checkbox beside where it says modifiers. You just check it to make it active, and then you roll, and it'll do it. All right. So the evening passes without incident. You're having a great conversation with Lucius. He seems quite the chatty fellow. You have no idea what he's going on about. I imagine the subtitles are like, "You guys seem really decent, but I really should get back to the wife and squirrelings at some point." And I got to get up early in the morning. Those nuts aren't going to crack themselves.
So many jokes.
That's going to be
I
great.
think so.
Going to be great.
But just as the kind of the evening is ending and it's getting into night. There's like a loud crack of thunder, kind of wakes everybody up who's sleeping. Those of you that are awake kind of startle, and you see flashes of lightning in the distance, and then the rain starts. And it is much like when you first found this owlbear cave. It is a heavy, heavy downpour.
Glad we're
Here
inside.
comes the rain again.
Good thing we didn't camp out at the.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. And you guys, you noticed it to some extent when you found the owlbear cave, but the cave is slightly slanted, facing outwards, so the water, even as it starts to pool outside, it doesn't backflow into the cave.
That's good.
So it is a very dry space to spend the night. What are people doing during the night shift?
Trustius is sleeping.
Okay.
Sleeping.
Okay.
Sleeping and recovering.
Okay. And Caldy is still keeping watch?
Yeah, if it's dark, I'll take both watches.
Okay. So you can give me another scouting roll. You're at a -1 because of the weather.
Fair.
So you're you and the squirrel are sitting there, and partway through the night, probably like 2 or 3 in the morning, he goes off to go to sleep up in his wherever it is that squirrels go. And as you kind of you watch him go, you're like, he's not a bad fellow, really. I don't see why Desi doesn't like him. But your keen goblin eyes see moving through the trees 2 individuals. Look like they're about human in general silhouette.
In the trees or on the ground between trees?
Like moving through the forest on the ground. Unfortunately, you can't hear anything just because of the sound of the rain on the leaves and the ground. It's just muffling whatever sound they might be making.
All right. Desi, have you rested yet? Has Desi rested yet?
Yes.
I'll nudge Desi and say, hey, keep an eye out. There's some people out there. I'm going to sneak up and see what they got, see what's going on.
Okay. Chris, can I click on the little rest icon?
Yes. You and Mark both can.
Yay!
Okay. Stretch. And then kind of sit up and see if I can keep an eye on Cuddy while he goes running out.
Hopefully not. That's kind of what I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I know you're there.
Okay.
The little guy who's good at stealth and can see in the dark.
Yeah, I
Try
can
not
do
to draw
that.
attention to himself. Hopefully they get the -1s on their scouting too.
Okay. All right. You have a couple of options. You do need to make a stealth roll. You get +1 because of the darkness.
Okay.
And because you are a goblin, whenever you're moving in a dimly lit or dark area, you can spend willpower on a stealth roll to be automatic successes equal to the willpower you spend. You can choose to spend after you roll.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. So I'm just going to roll scouting stealth +1 or scouting +1. What did you spend?
Stealth.
Roll.
I'm pushing.
Or spend a willpower.
Ooh.
Or a really good push.
All right. You're fairly sneaky. I mean, you can see in the dark fine. The torrential downpour is something else entirely. You kind of like, like when you're walking and you kind of catch your foot on something and you don't quite trip, but you almost trip and you like wrench your knee.
Yep.
So like you feel something like lightly pull. It's going to be tender until you get some rust on it. But you do make your way up to these 2 individuals, and as you get closer, you can tell like, they are not at all dressed for the outdoors or the weather. They're wearing just like simple tunics, pants. No sign of obvious weaponry. One of them does have a sling, but it's just hanging there by his side. You don't see any sign of like a bag of rocks or anything. No like ammunition ready, as it were. And the 2 of them are just kind of feeling their way through the dark and the rain. And as you get closer, it's like, I thought you said that there was a settlement this way. Like, I thought it was this way, but got all turned around now, running from that freaking thing.
All right. So I kind of want to do like a performance roll. I want to stay hidden, but I want to kind of echo my voice, sounding like something ominous, maybe even ghostly.
Okay. We'll call that manipulation.
Manipulation? Okay. Let's see. Oh, wretched fools! Be ye witches, be ye runaway slaves, what brings you to this hellish realm? And I'll roll my manipulation.
Okay.
I'm going to push that.
All right.
There we go. I'm trying to get willpower.
All right. So you start with this, and you see they just kind of stop for a second. They're they're shivering slightly. It could be the rain. It could be it's like
Creepy voice in the darkness.
No.
like shit, it found us. And then they take off running.
Well, they're not going to be able to do that. If ye be honest men, this realm is under the protection of Lucius the Mighty, and he will protect ye as long as thou be honest and humble, and aid the
Awesome.
community here.
So good.
At the sound of this voice, they're like, how did it find us? And they are not sticking around.
All right. Well, let them go. I'm going to follow them a bit because I don't want them to, break their leg and get eaten by wild boars or anything.
That's nice of you.
But, I mean, they're running in the dark in a torrential rainstorm. If they get themselves into too much trouble, I can come to the rescue, kind of thing. Let's see what happens. Is that a scouting or a stealth roll? Because I don't want them to see me.
No, they haven't spotted you at all. You can keep on them easily.
All right, let's just see how they do. And if they get like a half kilometer away from the cave entrance, then I'll let them go and return because I don't want to get too far out by myself either, especially with my agility down notch already. And I started with 2.
And you being on guard.
Yeah, well, you get another guard right now. I hope Lucius the Mighty's all right.
That was good.
So you chase them or follow them for a bit, and they're running like whatever it is you did, whatever they had experienced previous, just freaked them the hell out, and they are not paying any attention at all to where they are going until the point where one of them, because they can't see anything because they're humans, one of them like face first into a tree, kind of like slumps over. The other one notices several steps further, kind of looks around but has no idea where his friend fell. It's like, oh shit. And just starts running in another direction.
All right. The guy that fell, is he unconscious?
He is.
All right. Well, I'll go find him, and I will change my voice back down to his normal voice, which in my head is kind of like Mel Brooks. But what are you going to do?
Okay.
I can't do that accent. And I'll try to, I'm not going to pour water on him because there's plenty of that already. I'll just slap his face, make sure he doesn't drown in mud or anything like that. Buddy, are you all right?
Okay. You can make a healing roll.
All right. I'm good at this. My empathy's taking a hit too. I'll push it.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. His eyes kind of flutter open. Sits open his eyes like, Jonah, where's... He like tries to back away from you, like on his, like, you know, that kind of like crab crawl that somebody does when they're prone.
Whoa, buddy, don't worry about it. Like, geez, I'm just a little guy. We're all we're all friends here. No, there's no danger.
Where's Jonah?
I don't know. I just came wandering by and found you, like the big bruise on your forehead and laying at the foot of a tree. Are you all right? What's your name, friend?
Oh, sorry, what?
Do you have a name, sir? Are you all right? Do you know where you are? What year is this?
How
How many fingers?
I can't see your fingers. My name is Robert.
Hey, Robert. What are you doing running around in the middle of the jungle in the rain? Don't you know there's beasties out here?
Oh, there's
Bandits?
there's worse than that.
I saw like lizard men eating people just a few days ago.
We were Johan and I were out hunting. Got turned around in the dark. Couldn't find our way back to the rest of our group at the camp. I told him not to mess with things, but
What did he mess with?
we found these trees. They had like wooden sigils hanging from them, like markers.
Can you describe them? And I would like to make a lore roll if you can give me a half decent explanation of them.
He gives you a bit of an explanation.
Lore roll at a -1, maybe?
Yes.
I think I will just keep that.
One sec here, I'll send it to the Discord.
All right.
So yeah, they look kind of like two arrows intersected.
Two arrows intersected.
But I told them.
Oh, okay, I see.
I told them that somebody put those there for a reason, and we shouldn't mess with them.
It's either two fish kissing or an eye.
I don't know. But, you know, if somebody puts something like that up, they put it up for a reason, to mark territory or something.
Oh yeah, I've heard this land is protected by a mighty I don't know if it's a deity or a demon, but whatever it is, it's jealous over its people here, and I know a few of them. What would you like to do? I don't know where your friend went, and it'd be impossible to track them in this jungle. I can leave you on your own, or I can take you back to where my friends are hanging. At least you get some sit by a campfire.
That sounds good.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Then follow me, and I will wander my day back.
Give me a survival roll.
Survival.
Okay.
I'm not going to push.
Yep. You realize that, I mean, you were following these guys. You weren't really paying that much attention to your surroundings. It might take you. You're like, oh shit, where am I? And then you see, like, these guys weren't subtle as they were running, and you're like, okay, there's the trail. Like, thankfully your goblin eyes pick it out in the darkness. Okay, there's the trail. I can follow that back, and should be okay. So it takes you a little bit, but you do get back. In the meantime, Desi, since you've woken up, after an hour or so, Caldi isn't back yet.
Shit. All right. We have a campfire going, right?
You do.
I'm gonna drag one of the kind of half-burned sticks of wood out of it.
Okay.
And put it right at the mouth of our little cave.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call out for him. Caldy! Caldy.
How loud are you calling out?
Not very at first, but progressively louder.
Okay.
Can I hear?
You will eventually. Kind of like as you get closer, over the din of the rain, you can hear somebody calling for you. Loud enough to probably attract attention. Those of you that are in the cave, you can definitely hear it. You can continue sleeping or not. You just kind of go back to sleep or whatever. It's up to you guys.
I'll go back to sleep.
Yeah, I'm staying asleep for now.
Okay.
I don't hear anybody calling back.
Kogan will come up behind you, his kind of like a large orcish figure.
Jeez.
He's like,
Don't sneak up on me in the dark.
I think the jungle got him.
Yeah, thanks. That's terrific.
It's something that you get used to, unfortunately.
That's not great. Just leave this stick here. I'm gonna go out a little bit. See if I can figure out where he is.
Okay. You can give me a scouting roll at -2.
Oh no. I have a torch.
Okay.
Does that help?
That will cancel the -2 penalty.
Oh, excellent. Because, man, I'm bad enough as it is.
And you can roll your torch resource die.
Wow.
This is the time that Chris explains to us how dungeon delving works.
Uh-huh. Well, that was bad.
So yeah, you light up your torch from the burning brand. You go take a look around. You don't see any signs of anything.
Where did you get off to?
And then, Caldi, as you're making your way back with your friend slash acquaintance slash prisoner, I guess. You can hear Desi, and you can see her very clearly with the torch, like looking around, like she's looking for tracks or trace or something.
That's our friend, praise Lucius. And all right, I'll wander there.
Okay. So it's Desi. You see Caldi come out of the brush, relatively near the cave, with this very like soaked, bedraggled human male, probably in his late 20s.
Desi, I found a lost puppy.
Oh, great.
Is there any room by the fire? He's
I
kind of
mean-
drenched.
Yeah, there's room. She'll pick up the stick at the entrance as she goes back and thump it back into the fire. Starting to worry.
Yeah, well, it's got to take care of potential customers.
Well, I'm trying to take care of my customer, and it's not easy when you go, off into the dark on your own.
It's the
Tie a bell to you or something.
actually, this is Trevor speaking. I did look into see a trade goods if I could pull out a bell. I think one more willpower, I can pull out a field kitchen though. Do we have a field kitchen?
Not yet. You don't.
I know
Alright.
Tony's character was interested in one, but we didn't have the resources at the time.
Well, I'll save the willpower then.
We can't carry it.
All right. And as you guys are making your way back into the cave and having this little conversation, you both hear this rising howling sound, very reminiscent of a wolf, but not quite. Which is followed by a very, very human-sounding scream that is cut off very shortly. And both of you can give me scouting rolls.
I don't want to go out scouting.
You're actually at a -2 because of the darkness, so.
And what about me? -1?
No, you have no penalty.
I better not roll that one.
Oh, here she goes.
So, Desi, you don't notice anything. You're happy that Caldi's back. Both him and this human are just like drenched to the bone.
So I don't hear the scream?
You hear the scream.
Okay.
But what Caldi notices and you don't is as that scream ends, you see part of this forest get just a little bit thicker. Like some, as the scream comes to like its blood curdling end, some of the trees, a couple of new branches shoot out here and there amongst the trees. New leaves bloom amongst the trees.
I think you falling unconscious, bud, might have been the best thing for you. Let's say we get into the cave where there's less foliage.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. I'm going to be asking you some questions. Hopefully, you can help me with a little mapping. And don't worry, we'll put you up for the night if longer if necessary. But you're going to earn your way, if only with knowledge.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. And he's heading like pretty much straight for the fire to get warmed up.
Perfect. Caldi has a very high empathy, but it's not really empathy. It's an understanding of empathy and what other people would feel it, how other people feel it. It's more like he can fake it as part of his high manipulation.
Okay.
All right. Kogan's the other guy we rescued, right?
Yeah, he's the orc.
Okay. Hey, Kogan, have you ever seen this symbol? And I'll kind of sketch it in my little book. What he, Robert, was it?
Yeah.
What Robert described.
I've seen that symbol.
What is it?
I-
Buddy here said he found it in he and his buddy, which I assume was the guy that's screaming out there, found it and decided to take off running.
Some time ago, before my village was destroyed, there was a human that came to our village, offering to cure our diseases and make well our lame. And he had that symbol.
All right.
Did he do it?
He did not.
Yeah. Okay.
He took what trade goods my people had to offer. And then he left.
That sounds like a bad coincidence, but I don't like coincidences happening twice, so let's beware of that symbol from here on in.
Yeah, certainly.
All right, so that's at the end of our shift. Can I
Yep.
get some sleep?
The rest of the night goes on. Ryzen and Trustius, when you guys wake up, there's this new human laying here by the campfire.
I grabbed my bone club in a defensive position. Ah, what the?
This is hey, this is Robert. He was caught out in the woods in the rain. I brought him home, offered him a room by the fire for a day, as long as he helped us out and told us what he knew. Apparently, he had a buddy out there too that got killed by something pretty dramatically, but I didn't see it.
Huh?
How's Lucius doing over there?
Who?
Oh, the squirrel. How's the squirrel doing? Just kind of hoping
I look.
that Desi didn't kill it yet.
Is the squirrel still there?
Not yet.
Yeah, he's kind of come back and taken up his perch on this little shelf that is just out of arm's reach.
Just out of
No.
my arm's reach.
Well, he I guess he's settled in and is making himself a member of this ragtag group. I don't know.
Well, I don't know this guy from Kane, so keep an eye on him.
Are you talking about the squirrel or the guy?
Oh, the guy. Squirrel's
Oh.
all right.
Girl's an asshole.
The squirrel's all right. That is a squirrel.
But I am exhausted. I was out in the rain for a good hour and a half, so trudging around these woods, and I'm white and I need a nap. So keep an eye on him. Don't let him get into our stuff. And
You talking about the squirrel or the guy?
the squirrel can do what he wants. The guy, I ain't scared of a squirrel. Squirrel's not going to take a knife to my throat while I'm asleep.
I don't know
He
about
just
that.
might bite your throat out. That's all.
Fuck up your pack.
Yeah, squirrel likes me. You should try feeding it. All right, I'm going to take a nap. And I pull my hat down over my. I lay down, put my pack underneath my head, and pull the hat down over my face, and cross my arms and start snoring.
Okay. All right. Everybody can roll for their food and water for this day.
I will do that as well.
Oh God.
Can I hit that rest icon now?
You can after the morning.
So how do we
Oh.
roll the food again? We go to food and just click food
The
and
word
click
food
water?
Yep.
and then the word water. And don't get
Okay.
a 1. If you get a 1, your dice goes down 1. Is that correct?
On a 1 or a 2.
Okay, because my water just went down 1 because I rolled a 1.
I guess I'm good. Yay.
Yeah, we still have a barrel. It's raining. Should be all right.
Yep. Alrighty, so everybody has breakfast, washes down some water. Cully curls up by the fire. The human is also sleeping. The day is yours.
Well,
Very
while we
good.
let him sleep, um,
Okay, can I do one thing? I'm going to run out for a bio break, but before I go to sleep, I want to pull a dagger out of my pouch and or my backpack and just slide it into my belt
Okay.
because I have no weapons besides that sling. Perfect. And that takes 2 of my willpower.
Okay.
Be right back, guys.
I'm going to try to find more wood for torches.
Okay.
If I can.
You can. Are you taking the timber axe?
Sure. I take it gives me some kind of a bonus.
It does.
As long as it gives me a bonus, I'll take it with me. And I'll try to avoid getting any of that poison sap on me too.
Okay. What is Trustius doing?
I think we have some veggies.
You do.
My notes say 3, but I don't see them written down anywhere. So
They're probably written on the Owlbear Cave sheet.
I see pelts. I see a barrel. I don't see veggies.
Okay. But yes, it seems to me there's at least 3.
Yeah, I have 3 veggies written down. So I'm going to cook,
Okay.
which I think is just a craft roll.
Yep. And what would Ryzen like to do?
So we're waiting before we go back to the temple, I guess. I don't know. Is there anything else that needs doing around here?
I mean, you can do some foraging if you want.
Yeah, I'll do some foraging then.
Okay. All right. So very quickly. So making food, it's just you turn a D6 vegetables into food.
Oh, I don't have to roll.
Don't have to roll crafting for it.
Okay, D6 can come in. So that should be 3 food.
Yep.
Brings mine to a D10. Who's low on food?
I think Anita wasn't she?
Yes, I've only got a d6.
So bring that to a D10 and then math's done.
Okay. Desi, you can give me a crafting roll.
Oh no.
And basically, you will during the quarter day you will collect enough craftable wood equal to the number of successes you get times 2.
And do I get a modifier for having the timber axe with me?
Timber axe is what lets you do it.
Oh, all right then.
That's
I
good.
get 2?
Yep.
Excellent.
And I think it's important to note that 2 wood in this case, it doesn't mean you find 2 sticks. It means you find like 2 crafting worth of wood, so enough wood to make like, maybe like half a dozen torches or, a good sturdy club or 2, that sort of thing.
Perfect.
Okay. Ryzen is foraging, so that is a survival roll, +1 for the jungle, -1 for the spring. So net is 0 bonus.
Sorry, did you say survival?
Survival.
Okay.
It's a decent roll. So you have a choice. You can find 1 herb, which can be used for poison or antidotes, or you can find 1 vegetable, which can be turned into food.
Since we're down our healer, I'm going to go for the herbs and such.
Okay.
Still raining, Chris?
It is still raining.
Oh, we're going to be here for a bit.
Can't rain all the time.
You can try.
So noontime rolls around. Desislav is back with some wood for crafting. Ryzen is back with some herbs, which look like they might be useful for medicine, for poultices and stuff. Essentially, they will function like bandages, so they will give you +1 gear die when used to heal somebody.
Perfect.
You guys come back and there's some vegetable stew on.
I got some wood. Trust you, so if you can make some more torches. Maybe.
I'll try my best.
And the human Robert is awake now. Warms up. And he's like, do you mind if I grab some of that stew? I haven't eaten for a day or so.
I'll give him a level of my food.
Okay.
Brings me to a D8. Brings him to a D6, I imagine.
Yep. So yeah, so it's like thank you for your kindness. This is more than I was expecting.
I'm not sure what the goblin told you, but everyone has to earn their keep.
He wanted me to help him with some information. I don't know what information it might be. And at about that point, Caldy's probably waking up.
Can I hit that button then?
Yep.
Thank God.
But like I told him, my friend Johan and we were out hunting. We got separated from our group. We couldn't find our way back in the dark. And then, then we encountered, and in the dirt of the cave floor, he'll scratch out that symbol that I posted to the Discord. So it looks like an up arrow and a down arrow if the two were kind of intertwined. Like, I don't know, like sigils or something like this, made out of wood, hanging from some of the trees. And I mean, I told him not to touch them, but he's not the superstitious sort that I am, and he messed around with them, and then we heard like whispering around us, noises. Felt like something was watching us. No, not watching, stalking. Felt like something was stalking us. And we just felt compelled to run. And that's,
Sorry, and this symbol was carved into the different spots?
it was made out of sticks and bound together with twine.
Oh, okay.
Almost like, when you're a kid and you used to make like that popsicle stick art sort of thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or Blair Witch stuff.
Or Blair Witch stuff.
And you found these in like
Probably
multiple
more
places or just once?
There were a couple of them, but they were all in the same area.
Chris, can I throw a lore roll?
You sure can.
Do I need more willpower?
Well, one success is enough.
Oh, then it wouldn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
So your friend saw this symbol and you think it's responsible for his death?
He tore some of them down from the trees. They were, and trust me, you're looking at this, and you kind of look at it from this angle, that angle, and you recognize that as the symbol of the Night Stalker.
Which is what?
The Night Stalker, it's one of the oldest of the gods. It is not worshipped. It is appeased. Usually by blood sacrifice.
Like a chaos god?
He is the god of untamed and unbridled nature.
Ah, gotcha. Robert, where did you see these?
Oh, just in the woods. I mean, we were running like scared out of our minds. I don't know if I could find it again or not.
All right.
I don't know if I want to.
Collie has some maps, maybe.
Yeah, Collie will take a separate piece of paper and kind of reproduce the map he's already been making, and then bring the duplicate over and say, and have a little discussion with them, saying, these are the landmarks that we know. This is where we got off on the island. This is kind of where we are now. This is where we found, the altar kind of thing. Do you know any of these landmarks, and can you fill in some of the other spaces?
No, we. He seems to be thinking for things like, heck, our small group. We traveled from our village in the low hills about half a day until we got to the forest for hunting.
Okay, Collie, I'll keep notes.
We hunted for the afternoon and into the evening. That's when we realized we were lost. I don't know what direction we ran. It was dark and it was raining, so I don't know. I know when we left our village and headed to the forest, the sun was on our right. So,
When he says village, does that mean where we started off?
no. Actually, sorry, the sun would have been on their left. I have to remember which is east and west on a map.
All right, so how long have you been on the island?
I was born here.
I heard heard rumors that there were villages out there.
There's some here and there. I mean, ours isn't big. Ours is maybe 20 people.
Is there an easy way to find it, like follow a stream, that sort of thing? I assume you set up near fresh water.
Well, we're not far from the swamp. I mean, we have to, make the water drinkable, but that's not that difficult. There's some the elder in the village has these rocks that he can pour water through, and it makes it drinkable. Probably a day and a half from here, I would think.
Okay.
While they're talking, Trustius kind of move up by Desi. He's more staring at the wall than he would be staring at Desi. Right, his eyes are always wide. He hardly ever blinks. So he looking at the ground. Desi.
Yeah.
I'm concerned that this Robert might have, like his friend, taken some of those sigils. It's probably would be poor. It'd be a poor decision and dangerous to us if he didn't.
If he took them?
If he has them on his person, there's the possibility that this thing out there might come looking for them.
Oh. Hey, buddy.
Huh? What?
You don't have any of those stick things on you, right?
No. My parents taught me to have respect for that you don't know.
But your buddy did.
He tore them down off the trees. I don't know if he kept any.
She'll look down at Trustius.
Can I make an insight roll? Just
I would be sure if you can.
You can definitely make an insight roll.
Looking at him, he's looking at his feet, right?
Yeah, buddy, I'm just Robert. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna check and make sure. Because sometimes friends are assholes and they put a kick me sign on your back.
Oh,
Chris,
yeah.
did I hear any of that squishy noise last night?
Oh yeah, you heard the noise. You just didn't notice
Okay.
the trees growing.
Okay. She'll lean into Trustius. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his buddy got chewed up by something last night.
do I hear that?
Oh, probably. She's not being overly quiet.
Trustius is, but
That's his nature.
I mean, she works for Caldy now, so she's, keeping him in the loop. Yeah, I'm just gonna check him over because I'm pretty sure his buddy got eaten by whatever thing doesn't like his wooden toys being messed with.
Yeah, and I'll walk
particular
over there in
thing
the
is-
conversation and explain what I saw to Trustius. Thinking Trustius is, he doesn't really trust Trustius much or understand Trustius at all, but figures, yeah, if there's anybody here that does this weird occult crazy shit, it's probably Trustius. He's got that PTSD look in his eyes that he's seen people sacrificed. And I'll explain what I saw.
the god that this symbol represents is extremely dangerous, chaotic, part of the wild. It won't make any hesitation to claim what it's his or its. If he has taken something that he shouldn't have, it could be very, very dangerous for us. I believe this man's a threat to our little group.
Well, it's daylight, so we can send him on his way, right? Caldy?
Yeah, I promised him a room at the fire and a night. It's daylight. We can send him out.
Yeah, I'm still gonna check him over.
Okay.
Just 'cause, I don't want him leaving some little wooden dolly of doom behind.
Okay. It's not hard to check him over. He's literally just wearing like breeches and a jerkin, and he's got a sling and no ammo.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
but fucking checking.
Checking over anyway.
right. So I'll explain to the situation. It's like we're really low in supplies. We can't take in another mouth. However, I will give him can I knock a D off my food to send him on his way?
You can, yes.
Trustius already did.
That's all right. I will too. I've got D10 right now, so I got plenty to spare. All
There
right.
goes another half day.
What?
There goes another half day.
So yeah, I don't find anything strange on him.
You do not.
Okay.
All right. And then, kind of say, well, I guess you got to get on your way. And sorry about your friend. Take care. When you get back to the village, tell them about us and tell them that we're friendly so we don't get eaten alive or shot when we get there, if we ever drop by.
Where is your village?
I'm not entirely sure where it is from here.
Okay.
Well, I'll take off. I made a duplicate of the map, so I'll give him the map that I have.
Okay.
Which is probably a dumb move, but we're not staying in this cave long anyway, right?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Had hoped to, but not now.
Also, and I'll tell him, Robert. You know, when you get to the back home, if you guys send up a trading route with the landing spot there, they do have some goods and they get new stuff regularly. It's probably worth your while. Just tell them I sent you.
Or if you don't think you can get back to wherever it is you came from, at least you know where there's a place where people are. They've got a really high wall too.
Yeah, you could go there from here.
If you like living inside a wall. And farming with dead people.
And potentially finding a mate that you're not related to.
Hey, bonus!
My village has traded with the people from the walled city when they come up to collect their tar. So perhaps if I can find that village, I will be able to find my way back to mine.
Or just wait until the next trade folks show up.
All right, yeah. So I know the mayor and I know the trader, Santino, and what was he, Zelda or something like that?
Yep.
So just tell them I sent you, and maybe we can, if you work out a really good deal, I wouldn't mind. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. We've got a little bonus, a little cut of the action, if you know what I mean, for helping set it up. Okay. If you just only if you use my name.
What was your name?
Caldy Fig at your service.
Thank you. Well, good luck with everything, and thank you again. I would not have survived the night without you.
All right, and plenty of rocks if you need to pick one up for your spear or for your sling. There's scattered all around. I've been doing it myself.
Okay. And he will make his way out. He does kind of pause momentarily and look back, like he's vaguely hoping that you'll go like, oh wait, why don't you stay with us for a little bit? And then when you and then when you don't, he continues on.
Good luck.
Trustius still has his face pressed against the wall where Desi was.
Take the squirrel
Stare,
with you.
staring at the ground.
Please take the squirrel with you.
I like the fact that you guys are all optimistic he's going to make his way back to his village when he has nothing.
We
Well, we
said
don't know
we
how
don't
far.
know where another village is. You can go there instead.
Yeah,
know-
we fed him.
Every other character I play in every other game, since I moved back to Fredericton, would care. Caldy Fig has no ethics. He doesn't give a fuck.
All right. What would you guys like to do in the afternoon now that everybody is awake?
Well,
I think we're waiting for the rain to break, so as we do so, I will make more torches.
Okay.
Because we're trying to do a dungeon thing.
yeah.
I'm trying to extrapolate as much as I possibly can. In fact, I might go out scouting, see if I can retrace these guys' steps. Because I got a whole bunch of new knowledge from this guy, right? And I want to add it to my map.
Okay.
If I can get enough landmarks that he pointed out in relation to this, I can kind of put like contemporary portions are here. This might be there, that kind of thing. Anything that'll give me add a bonus to my scouting rolls.
I'll go with Caldy just to so he's not out there alone. I'm not keeping watch, but I am trying to collect more wood.
Okay.
I don't like being in the dark.
Okay. What would Ryzen like to do?
Sorry, what's everybody doing right now?
Trustius is making some torches. Desi and Caldy are going out to see if they can't try to backtrack Robert's steps to some degree, get a better idea as to where he might be from.
I think I'll join them. I'll go help with that.
Okay, perfect. And Kogan will keep watch. He's kind of relegated himself to guard duty.
That's the orc or half orc?
The Ark, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We could get York, keep guard, right?
You can, yes.
Or have him do something else, like gather food or something.
He's busy working on collecting the dark wood, the poisonous wood, and making a spear out of it.
Perfect.
Alrighty, so between Desi and Caldy and Ryzen, one of you can give me a survival roll. -1 because of the rain.
Who's best at that?
Well,
My stuff adds up to a 5.
Survival?
Yep.
I also have a 5 without penalties. What did you say the penalty was? -1?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
mine's
then I'd
5. Mine is the same as yours, but you haven't rolled anything, and I've rolled too much today, so you take the roll.
Do you want me to do it?
I
Okay, let's see. So the modifier is 0.
modifier
Actually,
-1.
Yeah, -1. You're right. Sorry.
Yep.
Oops. Roll.
Oh, that's a good roll. Alright, so you guys start making your way out. Here, I will activate the world map. And in the light of day, I mean, it's still raining pretty heavily. But you do manage to find the kind of beaten down trail where Caldy first encountered these folks, and you kind of follow that back a little bit. And it definitely heads into a northern direction. And you guys all kind of remember that Robert had mentioned that when his hunting party left his village, the sun was on his left. So since the sun rises in the east, you're like, okay, that means they probably headed south from their village. So you know that the village is somewhere to the north of the Owlbear Cave. He said probably about a day and a half, 2 days.
Sorry, you said north of the cave or south? Sorry.
North of the cave, probably like a day and a half, 2 days.
Okay.
But as you guys are traveling through the jungle, and as you kind of head north from the cave, it does go from like forest to like full on overgrown like jungle. At points, the canopy above you is so thick that it actually stops the rain.
Oh, wow.
The sound is fairly deafening, but it's dry. And you guys spot some definitely manufactured stonework pieces in the tree line.
All right, I'll keep updating my little map there.
Okay.
Sorry, are we walking in the direction towards the temple or the...
No, the temple is southwest of the cave, and you guys are heading north from the cave.
Okay.
Am I finding any wood while I follow along?
You can make a crafting roll.
Oof.
That looks like a no. I think I would like to push.
Okay.
Just because. What happens if I just leave that skull there?
If you don't push it, nothing happens.
Oh.
If you do push it, that's removed from one of your stats until you rest again.
And potentially breaks the X.
Yeah, okay, I won't push it then.
But it gives you a willpower, and you can use willpowers for cool stuff.
I just didn't want to, accidentally break the axe. And if this isn't breaking the axe, then I will leave it as it is.
Yeah. No, the axe is in no danger.
Okay.
It's only when you're actually using the gear for bonuses that there's a chance of it breaking.
Oh, okay. I get you.
I just don't want to, accidentally break somebody else's gear.
Yeah. No, it won't affect the axe. It will damage your strength, but it won't damage the axe.
I won't bother.
Okay.
I'll look again on our way back if it takes us that
All
long.
right. Yeah, you guys, you're fairly certain that the village that he mentioned is north here. There's a little bit of a trample down path. You don't see any sign of those sigils or anything that he was talking about. You do see some obviously crafted, broken down stonework in the thick jungle, probably off to your left. You don't find any wood that's suitable for crafting. You also do recall that Robert said that his village was in the low hills, which means a day or so north of your current position, the jungle probably breaks.
Right now it's too thick for us to see if there even are any hills in that direction.
It very much is.
Yeah, he said something about the swamp, right? And we know the swamp is north of the main place.
Right. You guys spend some time scouting around, finding the probable direction for the village. If you want to go and explore that, that'll be a thing you guys could do in the future.
Yeah, we don't want to go there today.
Trustius, you're making torches. You can make a crafting roll.
Oh, playing support guy. Oof. Do I even dare? I think I'm fine. Actually, I don't want to take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
That's a bad roll.
So as it on Sunday, I pushed a roll with 4 skulls showing.
Really?
Yep, broke my sword, damaged myself in the process. But God damn it, did the orc not get away from me?
Plus, that's 4 willpower, right? And you can do a lot with 4 willpower.
Uh-huh. All right, so as it goes into evening, you guys make your way back. You're confident you know what direction the village is. You know that, a little bit further north from the cave, there's some more probable ruins. You get back, Trustius is sitting there in just like a pile of shavings, as apparently some of the wood that Desi brought back was just not at all suitable for torches. Campfire is going nicely, though.
Yeah, pros and cons. That destroys the wood too, right?
It does.
Okay, so we should have 1 left.
And you guys settle in for the evening.
Has the weather broken yet, Chris?
It is not.
I think we're kind of waiting for that. So, evening, I'll try to make more torches.
Okay.
Caldy probably wants to sleep because he's on watch overnight.
I just slept, right? I slept the first part of the day.
You slept in the morning, yes. It depends on whether they want to set out at first light to get to this ruin, or whether they're going to let you sleep in the morning.
All right, well, that's your guys' call. Let me know if I'm sleeping.
Hopefully, we'll be able to leave in the morning, I would think.
All right, I will sleep.
Okay. What about Desi and Ryzen?
I'll help with torch making.
Okay, perfect. That'll give Trustius an extra die.
Do I need to do a roll?
Nope. You just give him a +1 dice.
Okay.
Can I help as well, or is that just a one person can help kind of thing?
You sure can. That'll give him another die.
Oh, have another
So,
die.
modifier turns to 2.
Yep.
It's a lot
Show
of
me
dice.
how to wind this shit up.
Yep.
Enjoy all your wood.
Oh my god. I'm pushing that one since we have 3 people doing it. Hey, we made a torch.
All right. There you go. So you've gone to a pile of wood, but you guys have more torches.
So what's everybody's torch level? Mine is a D6.
I don't have any.
As well.
I don't have any.
Well, you don't need any, Trev. But
True.
I don't have any.
yeah, you might as well put yours to a D6, I'd say.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Nighttime arrives. Everybody sleeps. Caldy is on watch. Caldy can give me a scouting check.
I don't think I'm going to push that.
Next day arrives. It has cooled off slightly. It is still raining.
I mean, we have to go at some point, guys.
I just don't want to swim through
I've been going out in the rain every day. I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
I mean, yeah, but
And everybody can roll for their food and water in the morning, too.
Oh, yes.
We can, but do we want to?
there's not really a choice. Uh-oh.
What the heck are you doing?
I lost a food.
Why are you asking me to reload? Here. Food. Water. I think one of those is not good.
Yep. Although, with all the rain you guys have had, everybody can top their water up to a D10.
Oh, sweet.
The barrel is paying off.
Yeah. I'm so tired of the sound of the rain.
Sorry, what was that, Chris?
Everybody can top their water off to a D10.
Oh, thank you. I needed that, actually.
The morning is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Well,
We're
I'd
going
like to-
back to that altar, right?
eventually, yeah.
Eventually, that was the plan, yes.
I don't want to go down water-slicked stairs in the dark.
If I rolled like you, I wouldn't either.
Ooh,
Exactly.
fruits.
It's not so much the character as the player doesn't feel like tumbling down head first.
Yeah. Ooh. All right. I'm playing. There's so many games I'm playing. I was thinking, do I roll for exotics or something like that in this one? No. I'm always looking for like signs of wealth, right? Oh, is there like semi-precious stones or oh, is that that looks like that might be a vein of silver in those rocks over there. Maybe we could set up a mine or something like that. Is there a roll for that?
You haven't found anything like that. Like, you guys have pretty thoroughly explored this area around the Owlbear Cave, and the only thing of any real intrinsic value nearby is the dark wood, the poisonous wood that Okatai has been working with.
I think I found some plants and stuff, didn't I?
You did?
White moss.
Yeah. But given the springtime, the area is basically deforaged.
Yeah, I think we should start exploring this temple.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think we should explore the Owlbear Cave.
We already have.
You have.
Did
I'm going to say,
It's
haven't
a
we?
very small cave.
You guys have been living here for almost a week.
Well, yeah, I know that. But I didn't know that we had actually, gone to the back of the cave and made sure that there was nothing.
That's the whole cave.
Okay, I guess I haven't been around the whole cave. I've still got fog of war here. Let me just zip around a bit. See how big this thing is.
Not super
Well,
big.
for all we know, it might not stop raining for a week. So,
All right, Desi, that little passageway that you're playing around with, give me a move roll.
Shit.
roll.
0.
So you're like making your way kind of down this little passage. We're just like, oh, I wonder how far back this goes. And then you realize that you get to the point where, with your sword and your shield and everything, you can't turn around.
Oh,
Okay. I'll start walking backwards.
And when you go to back up, something catches. Like, because you've got your shield kind of strapped to your back,
Oh no.
you are wedged in there pretty good.
Fuck. Well, shit. Guys? Somebody, anybody?
what's wrong?
So you're what, stuck in the mud?
I'm wedged into this little passageway.
All right, Caldy will flex his muscles and try to pull you out. Is that a might roll?
That is a might roll.
Because I have a 2 strength and a 0 might. This is going to be great. This is a comedy.
But yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen any like cave climbing or spelunking videos where there's always those places that are like super narrow.
Yeah, I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's where I am.
I'm going to push it.
Okay. Oh,
Uh-oh.
That's exactly what I was looking for, the willpower.
Pulls back. Paul, man.
Ow!
Sorry.
Do we have some
have you been
grease or
eating?
something?
I can't look down to see what I'm stepping on. Sorry.
Suck your gut in.
Kiss my ass. It's not
No,
that.
I don't want to risk getting stuck myself.
It's the shield. I don't know where your lips have been, man.
Of course, it's the shield.
I will thump you when I get out of here.
All right, I'm going to try
Talking,
something.
Boy.
We don't have any torches lit right now, right?
correct.
No, if I'd been able to see how narrow this was getting, I probably wouldn't have come this far.
I'm going to pull out some oil.
Okay.
Can you? Oh, no, don't light me on fire.
I was going to recommend something that could lubricate. So yeah,
much.
oil, that works.
That's right. So
How about we try unstrapping the shield? I just can't get my arms up to get to the straps. Can you get to the straps, maybe? Instead of dousing me in something, then lighting me on fire?
Poor Trustius is just laying up against the cave wall, trying to get comfort from stone. Too much stress for him.
well, I don't want to use lamp oil. That's normally not very good anyway.
No,
I don't
'cause
see
that's
anything
the-
in here that looks like cooking oil or.
There's not. It would be lamp oil. Would be the closest.
Could you just try unstrapping?
All right, can I try unstrapping that thing just for her?
Yes. Given the fact that you are behind her, you can easily unstrap it.
All right, so don't need to roll.
Nope.
All right, so I unstrap it and put it aside.
Okay. There you go. And with that, you can back out.
Okay.
Jeez, I
Get out of there.
wrenched my shoulder trying to pull you out of that.
Sorry. Yeah, that was uncomfortable.
And I'll hand that back to you.
Yeah, strap it back on again. Check it over for damage before I do.
Okay.
That was yeah. See, this is why we need torches. I need to be able to see where I'm going. Continue feeling my way along by the wall here. Doing the faithful, keep one hand on the wall at all times.
Okay.
So a torch would have made a difference there, and you would have gotten stuck without a torch.
Well, I might not have gotten stuck with a torch because I could have, seen that it kept getting narrower and narrower before I ended up in it. Oh, hey, Trustees, sorry. Just step over you.
Alrighty. So having rescued Desi from the perils of the of the cavern. So are you guys heading out for the ruins?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So because you've been there and because Cuddy has been mapping stuff, you don't need to make a lead the way roll or anything.
Perfect.
Good thing.
And yeah, it is. I mean, it's a miserable trudge through the rain, but as Ryzen pointed out, you guys don't know it could easily rain for a week. So it's like, well, you know,
Lots of water when we get home.
yeah, you know,
Yep.
pucker up and off we go. Yeah, the rain barrel when it's completely filled holds 10 units of water.
Nice.
But you make your way back to the ruins, very kind of carefully, watching out for any plants or anything that might be, ambulatory. Nothing catches your eye
Or ankles.
or ankles.
Yeah, that's important.
But as you get into the temple ruins itself, let's activate the map. Oh, did you guys leave Okatai behind to watch?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Makes sense.
You're bringing Kogan with you?
Yeah.
So,
We do it the other way, but
Okay.
PC schedule.
Yep.
Yep.
But as you start to make your way through these ruins, you notice who's got the highest scouting?
I think it's Ty.
I think it's Okatai.
scouting?
Yeah, mine adds up to 6.
I'm a 4.
Yeah, 3.
So, do you want me to roll?
Yep.
I will push that.
Boys, he likes the willpower.
You want me to pull like a battle axe for you or what?
Well, I think you just knocked yourself out, so.
No, I didn't. I have 1 left.
Wow.
So yeah, Caldy, you take a look around, checking out just in case. Don't
I
know
got bitten by a bug I'm allergic to.
yeah, you feel something isn't right about this place, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Could it be the blood sacrifices?
No, that's not it.
I mean, that would be my guess.
It's the lack of squirrels. That's the concern.
Me like that. All right. But yeah, no plants try to eat you. Nothing jumps out to get you. There's just Caldy, you're like, I don't know, maybe it's just the pounding of the rain. Maybe it's being up at like 7 o'clock in the freaking morning. But your brain is just not cooperating with you.
Yeah, not a fan.
But you guys can make your way over to the statue where the trapdoor is, and
Yep. I'll point it out to to our orc friend if he wants to help with the old heave ho.
he'll grab down and grab it and just kind of like do you want me to just slide it, or do you want it so that it won't close behind you?
I like the idea of it not closing behind us in case we have to get the fuck out of there.
Wait, no. It'd be nice to be able to shut it if we have to.
Okay. and he'll rotate it. And as you look at it, it looks like it is specifically designed to kind of pivot around like an anchor point. And it slides fairly easily. He does have to put a little bit of muscle into it because it's old, but it slides fairly easily.
Right.
And drops down. As you look down, it looks like there's a little a crypt or something underneath the temple. And it looks like it's not stairs. There is a little bit of a ladder, like ladder rungs, kind of put into the side of the shaft going down into it. And it is wide enough that you could lower a body down. So obviously whoever did this, however long ago they did it, would lower the bodies down, and then it would be interred underneath the temple.
So it looks like a crypt?
Yeah, as you kind of peek down, Caldy's the only one that can really make anything out with his dark vision. But you do see, just from where you look down, like several sarcophaguses.
It might just be graves.
Maybe.
I'll wait until Caldy makes the decisions to what he wants to do.
My wits are shattered, so I'm kind of wanting to go down.
Yeah, Trustius, without even thinking, like his eyes are blank and he's not staring at what he's doing, is just going to climb down.
Okay, I guess we're checking it out then.
Sorry, who went to climb down?
Trustius.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Yeah, this is a great idea.
I want to know what's going on with Trustius.
I will light a torch.
Sometimes Trustius does stuff that's not really him, but
We haven't quite figured that out, I don't think.
There's Trustius, and then there's Fun Trustius.
there's a little bit of that going on, yeah.
Is that the Mirror Universe one, Untrustius?
Fun Trustius.
Fun Trustius.
The devil made him do it.
Totally different.
Okay.
Oh, this is creepy.
So as you climb down, you're kind of you're not sure in the center. You can't actually see the walls. It is outside the range at which you can see them with the torches. But there are both sarcophagus, like carved stone sarcophagi, and also those flat grave markers, indicating that there are people buried beneath the ground as well as in the sarcophagus.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of light coming in from the shaft, a little bit of rain dripping down. And you guys hear a fluttering sound.
We can't stop here. This is bad country.
Well, hopefully fire scares them off.
Can I see what's fluttering?
Ah,
This very large, kind of bat-winged, proboscis-beaked creature kind of darts out of the darkness, tries to land on Tresius and stick that needle-like nose into him before fluttering off again into the darkness.
Ah! I take it we can see it.
You saw it fly out of the darkness towards Tresius, kind of land on him momentarily, and he's like, "Ah, shit," and then it flies off again into the darkness.
Is Tresius okay?
I think so.
But we are going to get folks to draw some initiative.
What? Oh, right.
I might go today.
Oh, we could trade, so. So many duplicates.
That's because, yeah, that's very weird. There shouldn't be any. All right. So that would put Ryzen and Caldi up first.
I'm going to trade with Deslava, I guess. I take it you rolled low, is he?
I got a 5.
You got 5th, right? I think that's the highest we got.
Yeah.
So what do you say we trade?
Sure.
And I will go last. Since I can't do anything.
So Ryzen, you're up.
Okay. Are these things close enough that I could use my bone club, or do I have to use a throwing weapon?
Right now, you don't actually see anything. You hear stuff in the darkness fluttering.
Okay, then I'm just going to randomly swing wildly with my bone club.
Okay. Right. So you just swung around like a madman with a fire swatter.
Yep.
I do not seem to connect with anything.
Okay.
Desi.
Desi is going to try to position herself between Caldi and Trustius.
Okay.
To protect them both.
Okay. Trustius.
I'm going to light a torch. Is that didn't help much, but
I've got to change things just based off of the size of the squares.
is that slow action or fast action?
It is a fast action to get the torch out, and then fast action to light it.
So full round.
Full round.
Okay.
Can he light his torch off of mine?
Yep, but it still takes a fast action.
Okay.
But that means that there's no. Both of you can roll your torch dice, though.
Good.
Oh no! Sigh.
Okay, so fast action to move zone, fast action to close. So this giant, you're gonna call it a bird sect.
Bird sect.
Yeah.
Bird sect.
It comes floating out of the darkness and starts kind of menacing Desi.
Like the unholy love child of a mosquito and a bat.
It's like a feathered mosquito.
It is not feathered. It is leathery.
Oh no, it's bat and mosquito. Yeah. Desi's right.
Happens on
Well,
occasion.
conveniently, there are 5 of them and 5 of you, so each of you is getting one to play with.
Oh,
Just what I wanted.
could be worse. They could be like flying squirrels.
That's true. Very true.
But it takes them their entire turn to kind of start like fluttering around you.
I assume they're monsters, Chris?
They're beasts,
So animals, quote unquote?
quote unquote animals. Oh, that was a shit roll for him. That was for Kogan.
Oh, damn.
Cody, you're up. You have this thing right in your face.
I think it's time to break out that sling that I've never used.
You will be at -3 because it is within arm's reach.
Oh, well, how about that dagger I've never used?
There you go.
Do I click on dagger? How do I run this thing? I've
Yeah.
never actually had to attack.
Yeah, on your combat tab, just click on dagger.
No minuses?
No minuses.
Is he within near range of me?
He is.
I will push.
Okay. So you grab your dagger and you lash out at this thing, but it's like tiny and it's like darting and it's like, it's like proboscis like beak is probably like a good 3 or 4 inches long, and it is desperately trying to latch onto you with its talons and jab that into you.
Yeah, that sucks.
Literally.
That will take us back around to Resin.
All right, I will try to swing at one with my bone club.
Okay. Remember to click the box to activate your hammer fighter.
Oh, oops. I click the talent.
No, on when you click on your club on your combat tab,
Oh, yep.
there will be a little checkbox for hammer fighter.
Ah, yes. It says value 1.
Yep, it gives you a +1 because of that. So
Oh, okay. I thought maybe that was the rank because I just bought the second rank of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh, that's a hit.
Yay. I'll take it.
Oh, and these things actually have no armor. So you bring your club around and you just splatter that thing into this this goopy pile of like leathery pulp and blood.
Cool.
Desi, you're up.
I'm going to try to take a swing.
Okay.
We'll see if I manage it.
Technically, I should have made this into a swarm, but swarms in Forbidden Lands are unrelentingly bad, and I didn't think you guys should face one yet.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
We're still learning how to light torches.
Yeah,
So I think I did 2 damage?
you did. Yeah,
Hey!
yeah. So as this thing comes fluttering in, you just bring your sword through and like carve right through it. It doesn't seem like there's a lot to these things in terms of, you know, how vigorous they are.
They're not incredibly dense.
That will bring us to Trustius.
I'm going to resist the urge to just nuke this thing in front of me because I have a pile of willpower. And I'm going to pull my dagger and stab it.
Okay.
Because I am more than my magic. And I'm whoring for XP. Kniffy. I do like willpower.
Just as a note, because you failed that, you could activate your pride if you want.
Which does what exactly?
When you go to your bio and you click, if your pride applies, when you fail a roll, you can roll a d12, which is your pride die, which could get you from 1 to 4 successes. But if you fail that roll, then you need to erase your pride, play the next session without a pride, and then pick a new one.
Well, we might as well try that, right?
Yep.
I will not use my magic.
All right. So you failed with the pride roll. So you failed the roll. But because you did activate your pride, it means you get an XP at the end of the session.
I will be defined by my magic.
Yeah. See, that's what you could turn it out to be.
We'll see. Can I push that though?
No, not once you use your pride.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. So this one, there's one seal down here on Cuddy. Ooh, that is going to hit.
Or Caldy.
Yep. Desi could parry it. She does have an action left if she would like.
I would like.
So it costs you 1 willpower, but you can parry it.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So as it comes in, and basically it looks like the way these things feed is they latch on with their talons, and then they stick that beak in and drain out bodily fluids.
Gross.
Ew.
I would very much like.
So they went after the 80-year-old goblin.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably mostly liquid inside by now.
I am like leather.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Your poor orcish friend.
No, not orc friend.
He will try to parry with his staff. He'll block 1. So he'll take 2. And the last one, I believe, is on Trustius.
I've used all my actions. So
Can I try to defend him too?
One sec. Let me look at your talent. Your parry follows normal rules and counts as one of your actions in the round.
Damn.
But because if you're a defender, you get 1 free parry every round of combat.
Oh.
Because you attacked, so you haven't used your fast action yet, so you defend Cuddy, and then you can spend the willpower to defend Trustius.
I will.
It just means for the rest of the round you can't defend anybody else.
Okay. I have to remember to check off my defender.
Yep, and then remember to cross off the willpower expended too.
Yep.
Alright, so Desi is just like a whirl of like blade and sword parrying these creatures as they come in to attack.
That's cool.
Hired me for a reason, right?
Not to protect him, but I'm not going to pick a fight over it.
There we go. Apparently he wants to get back some of his blood. Amidst this whirling of blades, Kogan just takes the staff that he borrowed from Okatai, and just, I mean, you've seen him practicing with it, and he seems like he knows what he's doing with the weapon, but in this case, he just basically chokes up on it like it's a baseball bat, and slams it into that creature. There's no finesse, just like raw brute power.
Hey, whatever works.
Kuldi.
Let's take a swing with that dagger again.
Okay.
I will not push.
So as it comes flying in for you again after being beaten back by Desi, you kind of like, you do that little spin with the knife in your hand and just like jab it through and like impale it onto the ground there. It like squeaks and stops moving.
Awesome. And then I will howl like Tarzan and beat my chest. Oh.
Okay. That will take us to Ryzen, and one critter left.
All right, I'll take a swing at him.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't click the hammer thing.
Okay. Just roll. You can roll one more d6 then.
How do I do that? Just
In the chat window underneath, there's like an array of dice. Just click the square one and then roll.
sorry, in which window? Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yep, I see it.
Yep. Dice tray is a great module.
Did I do it? Sorry, I didn't click roll. I just
No worries.
highlighted the square. Okay.
Oh, there you go. So yes, amongst this flurry of combat between Desi and Kogan, you see that one left trying to like make a meal out of Trustius, and you kind of like, climb up onto the sarcophagus there, and then bring that femur down onto this thing, squishing it very dead. And it is quiet again.
Everybody okay?
Yeah, Trustees will, kind of crouch down to the floor, holding his knife to his chest, do a little bit of rocking motion. Eyes are wide, just absolutely terrified.
Okay. Culdy, you're okay?
A-okay.
Okay.
Wits are a little rattled, but
Better your wits than your skull, right?
yeah.
Desi's gonna come over to Trustius and just kind of stand beside him with her shield somewhat near his field of vision.
Yeah, and he'll kind of, after, Desi makes her presence known, like he's always staring at the ground. His eyes are always wide. They're always just this PTSD, traumatized person. And he'll just kind of lean a little bit, like a dog does, on one of her legs, just as trying to get some comfort, right?
Yep.
Everyone okay?
I think so.
5 by 5.
Do you want to see if I don't know if those things would have anything useful. I might be able to make an umbrella out of their wings.
You want to salvage them for parts and see if there's anything useful?
I mean, they were trying to take from us. So yeah, if we get to take from them after they're dead, sure.
Well, maybe we can turn them into a soup or a stew too.
Ew. Uh, no. Shoelaces. That'd be fine. Straps, maybe. Weird leathery wings. Or or jabby things out of their
Yeah, maybe like darts
beakishness.
or arrow.
And
Some kind of funky
ends
arrowhead, maybe.
for Buddy Spears with his poisony wood. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Hey, Chris, quick question. For the arrows section on gear, is arrows literally arrows and quarrels, or could that be anything like sling stones as well and rocks?
It's basically generic ammunition. So it could be
Okay.
arrows, it could be stones, it could be crossbow bolts.
Okay.
So Chris, Trustius, he'll lean on Desi for a bit. Everyone's talking and looking around, and he'll just kind of blank stare again, like just not really there. Um, he'll stand up and start walking around and looking, head cocked to one side, not really who he is, investigating the sarcophaguses and the things in the ground.
Okay. So as you kind of like fan out and search around this room, and it takes a little bit of time because I mean, as you can see, your torches don't illuminate a great deal. You do notice on the sarcophagi, basically there's like the carved kind of like the carving of the human figure on top of the sarcophagus. And then kind of down like from the chin to the navel on each of them is a number of copper coins, like all laid out in like a perfect line. One or two are askew, but you get the feeling that these were laid down precisely for a reason.
Boy, this would be a great time for my wits to be a 5 and not a 1, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of creeped out by that.
I think this is a Trustius domain, not our domain.
Have you looked at my character sheet?
I thought you were the wizard guy.
Nope. No, I'm the sorcerer guy.
What's the difference?
There are no wizards in Forbidden Lands.
So
So you have never read a book. You got like demon possessed.
Yeah.
why do people lay lines out?
I'll make a lore roll.
Is there an arrow at either end of this row?
No, but it is fairly common amongst different funerary practices to provide things that the dead would need in their next life. In the real world, like the Greek mythology with needing the coins.
But
Yeah.
not necessarily like in a line.
Well, not for any of your cultures, but for this culture, possibly.
True enough.
So the big thing that Trustius is looking for, his subconscious is looking for, is if he can identify a name. A name to a dead person matters for his magic.
He would be able to get a name. Give me 1 sec. Let me find a name generator.
Sure.
I'm surprised I actually don't have fantasynamegenerator.com bookmarked.
I'm a little offended that you don't.
You really should.
This is an outrage.
Yes, as you're looking over these, I mean, a lot of them have been worn with time. And as you're searching, kind of searching through this room, you do find here and there scattered about these husks of these like beetles about the size of like a good sized dog, about the size of like a Labrador.
Whoa.
Just husks here and there. And as you kind of look at them, they do have like very distinct piercings in them.
Like from the things it was just trying to get us?
Yes.
Okay.
And you also find a short, kind of snouted, vaguely scaly humanoid creature, like short, like probably about the same height as Kaldi and Ryzen. Elongated, almost reptilian snout. Not fully scaled, but partially scaled, just wearing like rags and a very crudely made stone dagger. Again, looks like it's desiccated with one of those piercings in it. And Trustius, you find the name Sarnes on one of the gravestones.
Which particular one?
Let's say this one over here.
Like the sarcophagus?
Yes. Who's actually trained in lore?
Trustius is got a 2.
Okay.
I have a 1.
Okay.
I'm dumb as a post.
Nope. Come on.
So, judging from the way this is laid out, with the sarcophaguses, with the coins, and then the plaques, for lack of a better term, on the ground, the two of you are fairly confident that the sarcophagus would be like a higher social caste for whatever the society was than the people with the plaques. Like, you don't know whether it's like priests and acolytes or nobles and servants, but there's definitely like the caste system, the caste system carried over into their funerary rites.
All right. So Chris, Trustius, I mean, everyone's looking around, investigating, moving around the building, that little area, and seeing what's going on. Trustius just moves over, finds a name. His eyes are blank, as opposed to terrified, just blank. He'll pull one of those Saurus hands that he has off he's threaded it around with a piece of twine, and hold it in his hand. And I'm going to cast Speak with the Dead.
All right.
Creepy.
I mean, it doesn't look like power level means much, but we might as well spend the ingredient anyway, just because it looks cool.
I would say power level will indicate how many questions you can ask it.
All right. I am going to, because I'm crazy like that, I'm going to spend 2 willpower.
Okay.
Since I figure out how I can do it. Speak with the Dead. There we go. Willpower, I'm going to spend 2 willpower. I do have an ingredient. And I can't save cast it. Power level 3. So I imagine the scene is, everybody looking in the corners and figuring everything out, not really paying attention to the little elf that's, just traumatized, and he just kind of looks over and does his thing, and then kind of stands there, rolls his eyes in the back of his head, and this green eldritch dark energy like fire starts rippling off his shoulders. Eyes start glowing. There's whispers in the wind as he casts this spell.
So, since you didn't actually open the sarcophagus, you can hear the voice kind of emanating from inside it. And all of you can hear the voice too. It's not just in Trustius's head.
I'd like the other ones.
So, what would you like to ask?
Who are you?
So, since I do not do speak with dead voices like Matt Mercer does, imagine it sounds like a much spookier voice than mine. It says, I am Sarnus, the High Priest of Jakuz, flagellant of the flayed one.
You're dead. How did you become entombed here?
When my time was at an end, the servants put me to rest.
Let's see. One last question. Will you serve if I can bring you back?
I serve Jakuz.
Not today. And Trustius will sit cross-legged, and light will start emanating as he begins a ritual.
Okay. All right.
Obviously, that takes a lot of time.
It does. It takes a quarter day.
Yep.
All right. So, the rest of you, what are you guys doing while Trustius is?
I've had a rough day. I'm going to take a nap.
I'm staring at him creeped out.
I'm going to search the rest of the area while he's doing that.
Okay.
Desi's like, what the fuck is going on?
Pretty much, yeah. A whole lot of, he went from really quiet to really creepy awfully fast.
Kogan will go with Ryzen just in case you need help. Like if you decide you want any of these sarcophaguses opened or anything.
Yep.
He is deliberately staying far away from the creepy shit.
That's fair.
All right. So the two of you find on one of the sarcophaguses. You find one that's like in looks like it's probably fairly recent. The body's probably not too gross inside. And Kogan just kind of shoves it open. And the body has been buried with a... at first glance, it looks like almost like a porcelain mask. But then the glint of the light hits it, and you realize that mask is made out of solid silver.
Ooh.
And Kogan will kind of look at you and say, like, when we get to a place that has ale, we should buy some.
Totally.
And he'll look over at Trustius and say, we should probably buy a lot.
I wonder if that's in the trade goods section.
It's not. It's in services.
Oh, well, I can't do services yet.
But the other thing that Ryzen and Kogan find as they search around is... I'll shine a little bit of a light on it here. What looks like a part of the wall has collapsed and there is a tunnel behind it.
Cool.
So this particular map I made with Dungeon Alchemist in about 10 seconds.
Really?
Yep, it has like an AI, so I just say make me a crypt room and it populates it with shit.
Oh, you gotta send me a link.
Yeah, it's available on Steam. It's a actual program. They just released a ruins thing because they got a bunch of stretch goals that they're releasing. But yeah, it's sweet, and it's in the program itself. It's actually 3D, and then when you export it to Foundry, it does all of your walls and doors and everything.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out because that's the worst part about Foundry is that it takes time to make maps.
Yep. So yes, I suppose other than Trustius, what would you guys like to do for a quarter a day down here in the crypt?
I'm taking a nap.
Okay.
Again, put my pack underneath my head, pull my hat down over my face, and start snoring. I can sleep anywhere. I'm an old man.
That nonsense is fine. Whatever.
Kogan's gonna look over the two of them, and then he's gonna look at Desi and I was gonna say like, should we go back up? We should probably watch them so nothing eats them.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay over here by Caldi if you want to keep an eye on Trustius.
I'm gonna go watch the door. Or the hole.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Huh? Oh no, my torch ran out.
Yeah, torches only last 15 minutes.
Give me a little glowy thing on Trustius there, Chris. A little green, spooky thing.
A green spook.
Great creepiness. Creepy green swoop. I am keeping an eye on where I saw Trustius last, because I can't see in the dark. Just so if I hear any weird noises getting closer, I don't, accidentally stab him or something.
Okay. What would Ryzen like to do while everybody is apparently camping out?
Camping out, creeping out, whatever.
Is there anything else left to check in this area?
There is not. I mean, there are the coins that are decorating the sarcophaguses.
Yeah, I can have a look at those.
Yep. Yeah, they're copper coins. They appear to be quite old. Probably, you can't even begin to guess how old they are, but they are made out of solid copper, so they've got whatever their value would be, if you. As long as people don't mind a little bit of grave robbing, but since somebody's over here raising the dead,
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, I'll pocket those.
It's 15 copper pieces.
Okay. How much is that silver mask worth?
It is worth 11 silver.
Oof.
All right. Well, I'm not
Who's
putting-
checking all that stuff?
Well,
Not me.
I'm pocketing the copper. So for now.
You taking the
Do you want
copper that was
zombies? Because that's how you get
created?
zombies.
Oh
No,
God.
this is how you get zombies.
I was gonna say I don't think this is how you
somebody
get zombies.
Nice.
who's really great to
Yeah.
keep track.
I mean, really, the only person who can see what's going on right now is Caldy, and he's asleep. So,
Do you want me to have a 5 wits or a 1 wit? That's the question. I'm going to sleep.
all right. Speaking of, why doesn't Caldy, who's sleeping, give me a wits roll? Actually, it would be an insight roll.
While asleep?
Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, my insight's 3, so it's still a 4 base. I'll take it.
All right. So as you sleep, and you guys, you can hear Caldy almost whimpering in his sleep. And your mind is just assailed with visions of this horrific, like partially flayed, human-ish figure with like a flail in each hand, basically like a flagellant, basically just ripping the flesh off their own back as their chest is like flayed open with the skin flaps attached to the arms. And you know, over the course of your sleep, the dreams change. You know, you have several dreams over the course of a sleep, but this figure is in each of them, almost like it's pursuing you through your different dreams. The good news is, because you succeeded the insight roll, you're not rolling on the horror critical, but it does not count as rest.
Son of a biatch.
And you wake up with a very distinct feeling that something is watching you.
And one of us is just staring over and hovering.
And as a matter of fact, Caldy, as you kind of wake up, like after the quarter hour and Trustius is finishing off his ritual, Caldy, you're kind of like you're in that half awake, half asleep state as you kind of like focus your eyes,
Right?
and you're positive that you see that figure that was pursuing you through your dreams, just hovering over Trustius' shoulder and kind of nodding.
All right. Does he's... What was the name of that god again? I'm going to switch back over to...
Jakuz.
All right. So I'll say, kind of mumbling out of my sleep, Jakuz, is that you? And just hopefully the thing beside... Yeah, I just want to trust... the thing beside Trustius, hopefully he's not looking at me when I say that. Does not acknowledge me when I say that.
It does not, but I imagine Desi probably hears it.
Yeah.
Yep, I do. I'm kind of looking at Caldy and
I rub my eyes, and when I rub my eyes and I'm awake now, do I still see it?
No.
This is nightmares. All night, just nightmares.
yeah, not surprised. This place is creepy as fuck.
And with that, Trustius, you can roll for some ritual magic.
All right, let's raise the dead because we haven't done it before. Might as well try it.
Yeah, let's raise the dead.
What could
Right
go
now.
wrong?
I just love the perkiness. Let's all just raise the dead.
I'm going to spend 6 willpower.
Ooh.
And items belonging to the dead is the ingredient. I think we got trinkets off the Saurians.
You did.
Oh dear.
Just because we might as well do stuff, right? And this, I'm sure, is going to go fine.
This
Oh
is
yeah, this would be
fine.
great.
Oh, God.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know.
No, it's good. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, trust you for a second, but it's fine.
That did not
I
inspire confidence.
never ever believe you when you sound like that. When your
It's
voice takes that
fine.
tone, it's like, nope, that fucked up. This is bad.
Well, Anita, you live with him. How much is Chris smirking or cackling right now that we don't
Oh, I
hear?
can't see him from where I am.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to move to the kitchen when we're
I've
gaming.
spent 3 sessions getting ready to do this kind of stupid stuff.
Can we smell Trusty's brain cooking?
Good news. Trustius has brought someone back from the dead. Bad news. His brain has somehow been put into that dead body.
So, how would you like to use your 8 power levels?
Wow, there's 8, so that's a lot. So I would like to make it smarter for sure.
Okay, so that makes it rank 2, so you can make it smarter. So it has to be a rank 2 undead, so that's 2 power levels right there.
So I got to use 2 to make it strong. I'm just trying to figure out how this works. Rank 2 undead can enhance one of its abilities in the following way. So is it each rank gives me an ability?
So basically, you could raise like 8 mindless undead, rank 1 undead.
No, I'm making 1 motherfucker.
All right. So he would be. You would get to choose. Basically 8 of those things.
Oh, good lord. That's a
Does
lot.
any of them make sure that it's obedient?
Rank 3 undead gets 2 of the effect. Rank 4 gets 3. Oh, I get you.
Yep.
Obedient.
And you can. They come with obedience. It's fine.
Until you run into another necromancer.
What? Yeah. But, I mean, I spend all my willpower. So if we do. 8 of them, right? So let's go with durable. So that doubles each time. So quarter day goes to half day for 1, then to full day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days would be. No, that's too much. So quarter day to half day to full days 3.
Just so you're aware, starting off, it has like a strength of 3, agility 2, no wits, no empathy.
But it still takes actions, right? So that's not a. No, I need it to be smart. Oh God, I never thought this through.
Who would have thought playing God by bringing back the dead could have consequences?
Can I do smarter more than once?
No.
So we'll do 1 for smarter.
Okay.
And because I want to talk to it. And we'll do 3 for stronger. Actually, we'll do 4 for stronger.
Okay.
leaves me 3 for durable, right?
Yep.
Which goes quarter day, then half day, then 1 day, then 2 days, then 4 days?
Well, it's
Or is it a quarter day each one?
I say it's a quarter day each one.
So like a full day.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty solid. Right? We got a smart, strong thing that can last for a day.
For 1 day?
Hopefully.
But I think the stage really goes to Chris to explain how this looks.
Creepy as
All
fuck.
right. So as everybody's kind of like, chilling a bit, and again, remember it's dark down here. The lights that are on the map are like the little bit of the glow from Trustius, which actually ends. And the little bit of the glow coming from the shaft and so on and so forth. So it is dark in here, so Desi, you're kind of watching over Cuddy. Ryzen's fairly close because it's the only source of light here in the room.
I'm watching over him as best I can in the dark.
I can see though.
Yep.
I'm watching over you now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's more likely.
So Caldy kind of comes to wake, and you hear him asking about Jakuz. Like, Jakuz, is that you, sort of thing. Which kind of takes you a bit aback for a second, seeing as that's the name of the ancient god. And as he says that, from someplace in the darkness, you guys just hear the chanting. Trustius' chanting kind of come to an abrupt kind of crescendo and stop. And then you guys hear the sound of stone on stone, followed by a crashing sound as one of the sarcophagus lids slides off to the ground in the darkness. And that's where we'll call it for next game.
Excellent.
Thanks for letting us think we're all gonna die. That's great. Oh, Trustius, you creepy little guy.
I love this character. I really do. The little Bruce Banner, Jekyll Hyde thing.
All right.
I'm really liking Caldy too. It's the first time that I had a character yet that's kind of taken a bit of a leadership role, such as he is.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Yeah.
All right. Rather than go through all of the questions, because I think you guys kind of know what you get XP for after 4 sessions.
Not really.
All right. We will go through the list again then.
Sorry.
All right.
Or you could just put it in, if you've got like a list, you could put it in the Discord and I could just do it from there. But
Yeah.
no,
Well, let's
today
do
was
XP.
my last
Okay.
day of homework. I don't remember jack about anything.
All right. So for each of the following that you reply yes to, you get 1 XP. Did you participate in the game session?
Yes.
Did you travel through at least 1 hex on the game map that you had not visited before?
Yes.
I don't think we did.
You did, actually, because Ryzen and Cuddy and Desi went north from the Owlbear Cave.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did you discover a new adventure site? You did not. This is the same adventure site.
Right.
Did you defeat 1 or more monsters? Not yet.
Not yet, he says.
Yeah.
Until this thing turns on.
Yeah.
Is Trustius the monster?
No.
Maybe.
But the creatures down here, the Sturges, aren't monsters in the Forbidden Land sense. Did you find a treasure, 1 gold or more? You did, because Ryzen likes to look around.
Nice.
Oh, the mask, yeah.
The mask. Did you build a functioning stronghold? No.
Sorry, guys, I disconnected because I accidentally did a keystroke that turned me to airplane mode, so I missed everything after the initial discussion on
Three
XP.
so far. We're at 3
Sorry?
so far.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Did you activate your pride? Trustius did. Did you suffer from your dark secret? Again, not yet.
I think we're on the way, though.
Did you risk your life for another PC?
I did.
I don't think you did. You weren't in any real danger there.
Oh, okay then.
If you had like taken some like a bunch of hits from the Sturges and kept fighting and stuff like that, then yes.
Okay.
Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? I don't.
Maybe
Trustius.
8 dice, raise the dead.
Yeah, we'll say that, yes. So everybody should be somewhere between like 3 and 5 XP from that.
I guess I got 3.
Alrighty, thanks so much, Chris.
All right.
Love this game so much.
Thank you. That was
Awesome.
horrifying.
I love this game.
Yeah, awesome. We'll go with awesome.
I'm really digging the setting, and I'm really digging the characters.
So yeah, Tony, over the week, if you want to take a look and figure out how you want to exactly finesse your undead.
Yeah, I don't have the undead stats, so I'm not sure how I'm.
Okay, I'll send them to you so you know what you have to play with.
All right. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that we're looking for info, and the longer he's around is the better, right?
Perfect. Alrighty. So we will see everybody next week for Forbidden Lands. We'll see some people tomorrow for D&D, and some people on Sunday for D&D, and yeah.
And the rest of the games, yeah.
Just so you know,
Here's everyone.
We're doing.
just,
I guess we're not streaming it, but we're doing Ravenloft a little bit. So
Cool.
I think we should
that'll be a fun one.
season 2 of Star Trek.
I think so too.
I probably will. You were saying something, Mark?
I was going to say I might be late next week because I don't know if I'm taking Thursday off and going to Toronto for the Blue Jays game.
Oh, right, yes.
I haven't decided yet. Initially, I wasn't going to, and then originally I got coerced today into going into work next Thursday, and then a guy said, I can't go for my Thursday. Can someone swap? And I said, I'll swap. So I left it with my boss if he's going to approve me going, and if he does, I might go, I might not. But worst case, depending on traffic and game time, I might miss at most. I'm imagining the first hour.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, we'll figure it.
Because it's a mid-afternoon game, so all depends if I get a rush hour train home or not after the game, if I go. But I'll try to post in Discord one way or another to let you know when I decided.
Okay, excellent. All right.
Cool.
Well, thanks, guys, and we will see
Thanks
very much.
everybody
And we'll
next
see you
time.
next one.